Hello everyone, this is Mr. Brass, and now you see I'm a bit of a troublemaker who likes to make responses to what I consider bullshit messaging designed to neuter man, or at the very least it doesn't help them as it offers them false promises. On social media, I have responded to a lot of this stuff that is getting passed on as wisdom. I decided, why don't I comb through my 2026 feed, take my responses to some of these people. Mind you, that this is just from January of this year. I have done a lot more since then. Now, with that out of the way, lately I've seen a rather insulting theme shared by both pussified liberal feminist men and so-called manly traditional conservatives. In these clips, we are told that women are essentially human gumball machines, where they don't have any actual internal compasses, but rather they just take what a man gives and respond in kind. Basically, if you deposit leadership and kindness tokens into women, they will give you submission and love gumball. And the funny thing is, despite the fact this should be deeply insulting to women, they love it because they get to avoid accountability. They can feel free to treat a man like crap because, hey, if he was treating them right, you wouldn't be treating them like crap. Today I want to look at a few of these clips and inject a much needed dose of reality. So let's look at some of these videos.
So here's the truth about women, and a lot of men are not going to like to hear this. If she's soft, playful and relaxed around you, she's dating a man she feels safe with. If she's acting like your mother, she's dating a little boy. And if she's hardened, dominant and always in her masculine, it's because the relationship demands her to be. The reality is women don't choose roles. They simply adapt to the man they're with.
Don't get mad at what your wife is doing. Get mad at what you are doing to cause your wife to do that. She's a mirror to you, your actions, your emotions, how you move on a daily basis. So if you don't like something in the relationship, you need to change first before getting angry or frustrated with her.
As stated before, there's this popular idea that women's personality is just a reaction to her partner. These content creators are essentially saying if she's hardened and dominant, it's because the relationship demands it, and that women don't choose roles, they adapt. The correct response to this is to say, so women have no agency, that women are only playful when you are good and a drill sergeant when you are bad. This is describing a thermostat, not an actual human being. It is infantilizing to suggest that a grown woman has no internal character, independent of that of a man. This is assuming women have no agency. Also, who are these content creators really talking to? Men, contrary to popular opinion, are good with self-blame and reflection. So good at it, in fact, that they are giving themselves 45 caliber frontal lobe massages and breaking numbers. This is not to say, however, that if you don't like how your wife is behaving, that you shouldn't look to yourself, as of course you should, but not in the way that these guys do, which is to shame you, but instead because you are what you tolerate. If you put up with disrespect and BS from a woman without dumping her ass with the rest of the garbage on the street, that says a lot about your character. So be self-reflective, but make sure to put your human dignity and self-worth first, and make sure to treat women as the adult who is fully responsible for her own emotional regulation. Now, with this next segment, it goes into heavier topics like abortion. I, as a pro-lifer, was glad to see the following clip of a pro-life woman calling out the pro-life side, arguing that we can't call women highly intelligent while simultaneously claiming they have no idea they are carrying a human life. Here is the clip.
You cannot say on one hand that women are highly intelligent, which we are, but on the other hand say that with all of the information and technology available at our fingertips every second of the day, we have absolutely no idea that when we become pregnant, we are pregnant with our own living, precious human baby. This is ridiculous. Of course we know. As a woman, I'm asking you to stop patronizing us with these contradictory arguments. We have agency.
This woman is right on every level. The pro-life side needs to stop pretending that women are morons on this issue. You can't celebrate female awareness in the boardroom, but pretend she doesn't know what she's doing. Agency means owning the weight of your choices, even the ones that society finds uncomfortable to discuss. The fact of the matter is that your typical woman in modern society has more access to information than any other previous generation. Any woman that seriously wants to find the correct information and come to the pro-life side, there are literally pro-life organizations that will give them books and pamphlets for free, or at the very least for the cost of print. And there are plenty of pro-life websites as well that they could be going to. So at this point, the only way that women can seriously claim stupidity is they're not stupid, they are willfully ignorant. And that's a huge thing and a huge difference. And it deserves no understanding at all. Willful ignorance is worse than malice, because you can reason with an intellectual person who is evil because they at least have the tools of reason, even if they are not using them in the way of coming to rational moral conclusions. Whereas you can't really do anything with a person that is willfully ignorant. Third, we have this narrative of certain women being a great catch. I see these videos praising women for the extraordinary feat of, wait for it, paying their rent. Look at this clip.
A woman who can meet her own emotional and financial needs, who prioritizes her mental and physical health, and who feels completely comfortable and at ease being alone and single because she don't need anyone to complete her. That woman right there is a great fucking catch.
This guy is seriously saying that a woman who meets her own financial needs and stays healthy is a great fucking catch. No, you low expectation having moron. That woman is not a catch. She's just an adult. A woman capable of securing her own emotions and finances is simply a functioning member of society. This would be like me bragging about not having a prison record. Guys like this have lowered the bar so much that we're basically saying we should be giving women trophies for managing to figure out how to fill a glass of water. Lastly, there's these clips saying that a woman working 40 hours a week and paying for her own cosmetics is survival mode and thus can't be solved. Just look at this clip.
A woman working 40 plus hours a week, paying for her own hair, nails, rent, car, food, and gas. Handling everything by herself is not going to be the soft, feminine woman you expect her to be. And no, she can't bring you peace when she's in survival mode.
These people are essentially saying women are being forced into their masculine energy, which, for one, this is just pseudoscientific nonsense. Can I charge a phone with masculine energy? Obviously not. And these women are not in a feminine framework because they were never raised to be in a feminine framework. They literally have for many of them, they literally have no concept of what being feminine would even mean because they were raised by a single mother and had nothing but single mothers teaching them from kindergarten all the way to college. They are pretty much as isolated away from male leadership as you could humanly be possible in modern society. I find it funny that we define being an adult who takes care of their shit as masculine. The plot has been completely lost here. Overall, it is time we start treating everyone like the rational individuals they are. If you want respect, you have to accept the accountability that comes with it. And that is all for today, so goodbye and get wise.